Hey guys, welcome back to Café Enchante. I totally enjoy getting to say the name. So, let's see. I think I got too many things. My hands got tired and I set the tote bag down. I've been carrying down near the curb. I can read. It held ingredients for everyone's meals. I had coffee too since I ran out of it after the taste test earlier. There was a lot. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to use so much, even if I needed an extra practice. I would have brought another tote bag if I knew this would happen. Complaining won't get me anywhere. I thought I was prepping to keep going when...
なあ、いたいた。買い出しに行くなら俺に声かけてくれればよかったのに。
Huh? Oh, that voice. I was being called by a familiar voice. I turned around smiling and saw him.
So, それとも俺から誘うべきだったかな。
Bro looks good in human form. What? What?
誰とか言わないでね。魔王様、悲しみのあまり洪水とか起こしちゃうぞ。
Black robe, never to be seen. He had no horns growing out of his head. Be cute. There's a weird... Okay, am I the only one noticing a weird slowdown? I don't think it's the game. Okay, so fix the issue. He was just had on regular clothes like any shop in town would sell. But that face and that calm voice were most definitely... Mazir?
はいはい、ご名答。ミシェル・アレックス。お姫様のお供をすべく参上いたしました。
His elegant bow was a bit of an exaggeration. Satisfied with the surprised look on my face, he lifts his head and... He laughed just like a child who executed a prank perfectly. It seemed that Mazir came to me while I was on my way back from my shopping. He lifts up his tote bag with ease. He lifts up my tote bag with ease. It was heavy. He walks with me, humming to himself. My eyes are drawn to the side of his face. It's not a dream. This is really happening.
そんなに見つめてもぴょこっと角は生えてこないよ。
That's not what I'm doing. Mazir, why do you look like this?
見ての通り、人間に擬態してるだけだけど。
You can do that? He's the fucking demon lord.
そりゃまあ、チートが売りの魔王様ですので。
Well, couldn't you have gone out like that all this time without casting that magic from before?
今日は気まぐれで着替えただけ。やっぱり慣れてるあっちの方が体も軽いしね。
You wear weighted clothes like Piccolo? In my opinion, the Demon King clothes seem much heavier though. And also, the change in his nails and horns seemed to be from magic, but his clothes look real. In fact, it seemed like they were the things Grandpa might have bought for him in the past.
でも、懐かしいな。ソーアンともこの姿で一緒に買い物してたっけ？
You went with Grandpa? I'm gonna see why it's got this weird slowdown going on. There we go.
とは言っても、ほとんどが自由気ままに回る散歩みたいなものだったけど。
This'll work.
具体的にはコーヒー専門店とか知り合いが働いてる店とか。
It all comes back to coffee again, huh? No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no, what have I done? Alright, no. We gotta make sure we fix that. Oh, no. No. We turn that off. That was bad. Can't undo. Can't go back. We just missed combo. Wait, did I hear you casually use non-human in a sentence? Can I go back and see what... No? Is there no? Oh, okay. There's no way to look at your dialogue box? Okay. Let's see. Let me pause for this one. So there is no way in this game to look at older dialogue unless you go back to a save. That is really weird. Yeah, this one doesn't have that. I've never seen that. It's by otome. They usually never do that.
君は毎回いいリアクションしてくれるから見てて飽きないな。とはいえ俺たちだってこの街にうまく溶け込んでるし、そこまで驚くことじゃなくない？
Yeah, I've never seen them do that in a game. This is the first time I've seen otome do that. Well, yeah, but I thought it was special in your case because of the gate in Enchante. I never get tired of saying.
そこの認識が違うのか。一応ゲート以外にも異界同士で行き来する方法はあるんだよ。それで人間界に来ちゃったり、帰化した人外がその辺りにちらほらいたりするんだ。
This is the first time I've heard of this. What other ways are there?
ややこしい事情があるし、説明すると長くなりそうなんだよね。この辺り。
Whoops. Right. I mean, I think it's worth talking about now.
まあいいじゃない。せっかく新鮮なシチュエーションで君と歩いてるんだし。難しい話は後回しにして、のんびり喋りながら帰ろうよ。
He's right. All things considered, it's probably not a good idea to talk about it outside.
ところでどう？俺の私服似合う？
Oh yeah, they suit you nicely. I'm pretty surprised. He stood out in more ways than one. It seemed like Mizir hadn't noticed the fact that he was getting looks from other women around us.
あ、本当？よかった。やっぱり普通の人間にお墨付きもらえると安心するね。
Maybe we stop saying regular human being if you're trying to fit in.
うちのメンツってセンスが微妙だったり、服に対する価値観がずれてるから、感想をもらっても当てにならないからさ。
According to Mizir, clothes are a problem in particular for non-humans here. If they aren't careful about keeping up with the current fashion, they risk standing out even more than they already do. Look, if we see a Sasquatch in a 70s outfit, I'm done. So he says he does it to be safe. Huh. I can see how living for so long could be a bit of a nuisance at times.
おっと、年寄り扱いはやめてほしいな。俺はまだまだ現役ですよ。
Saying things like that makes you an old man.
ほうほう。君も言うようになったじゃない。なら年寄りらしく、君をお子様扱いしちゃおうかな。
Huh?
おんぶと肩車、どっちがお好み？
His eyes are serious. I take it all back. The Master Demon King is very young.
わかればよろしい。よしよし、いい子いい子。
Am I the only one that would have called his bluff and actually done it? I would have. I'm short. Carry me. Oh no, wait, no, I shouldn't say that because if Minuteman hears that, I'm gonna get carried at the con. He pats my head with his open hand as if to tease me. Stop it, I'm not a little kid. We walked leisurely up the road to Enchante, teasing each other the whole way back. We get back to Enchante right as the sun was setting. The atmosphere inside had changed completely. Silence replaced the energy from earlier. Canis and Ignis mentioned they had things to attend to and returned to their worlds. Mr. Rindo went back to work at the GPM. He said he got a call after the tasting and had to work late. Ill probably playing otome games like usual in his room. Man, otome, or Ill is our boy. Ill is just, other than Ignis, because I know everybody likes Ignis. Ill is our boy. It was just Mizir and I in this lonely cafe. Kim, you would like Ill. He's a weeb angel.
そうそう。豆をひくときは入れる直前に必要な量だけ。手動のコーヒーミルを使う場合は一定の間隔を保って。無理に力を入れる必要はないよ。
Well, I guess this is Japanese, so he'd be an otaku angel. You had me at angel. Yeah, wait till you see him, girl. You're gonna be drooling. I know you're Okay. Mizir was next to me, guiding me on each and every step. I grind the coffee beans. We went out to buy this evening, making sure I get the right taste of them. I muttered to myself how abysmal the results were from earlier today and that I should practice one more time today. Mizir returned to his normal form, deciding to guide me through it. Once again, I began to practice. What Ignis is the one that we like, seemed to really dislike earlier hot coffee. By the way, guys, for anyone looking to get this game, I believe it is on sale right now on the Switch. I have the physical edition because these games apparently become very, very rare, and I have a thing for physical editions, but you can get it digitally, I believe, on sale right now. It's called Café. Hold on, let me pause. After grinding down the last of the coffee beans, Mizir took the coffee mill and looked inside. He nodded in approval.
均等に砕けてていい感じだね。じゃあ次はさっき言った通り、そこの茶こしを使って。
Right. Relieved, I squinted the strainer I held. It made an incredibly fine grind. With this, we would get more defined and pleasant flavors from the coffee, allegedly. In any case, first I have to try and be able to produce a normal cup of coffee. Don't try to make something ornate, just get the basics down first. Mizir's words from earlier echoed through my head, and I followed them diligently. I set a paper filter on top of the carafe. Carafe? And I don't know shit about coffee. I don't drink coffee. I pour in the coffee, spreading it evenly. Yes, I really do not drink coffee, for people in the chat room that don't believe that. I don't. I used to when I was a kid, I don't. My grandma used to have me drink it a lot. Maybe that's why. I can take the kettle of hot water and pour it in a spiral from the center edge.
そこで一度ストップ。20秒から30秒ぐらい蒸らして、全体にお湯が行き渡るのを待って。
To learn this stuff, how to make coffee or just how to do visual novel work. I can help you with the visual novel work. Making coffee is your own thing. Okay. Oh, you want to know how I'm doing all this? I'll show you when we're done. When we're done with this.
よし。じゃあ追加のお湯を注ごうか。中心から今の粉の高さをなるべくキープしつつ、ゆっくり優しくね。
Once I used all the hot water that I had measured out, now then, I'll move the dripper out of the way. From the carafe, I'm just gonna call it carafe, I like that. That was shaped like a lid. Wow. Steam rose gently over the full body scent. Finely ground for flavor. I know there's a bunch of different ways to make coffee. I know there's like a ton of different ways, and there's like a ton of different flavors. I've heard there's like chocolate coffee and stuff, flavored coffee and stuff like that. I'm not really big on that kind of, for whatever reason, I just never was big on coffee, and if I have it, I have to make it very, very like sweet flavored. I don't like bitter. Maybe that's why. I hurry to pour the coffee into a cup before the lovely vapors disappear and place it in front of Mizir, now seated. There's a couple games that can teach you coffee stuff. Squinting his eyes, he looks down at the freshly poured coffee. He slowly brings it to his mouth. As I saw him take a gulp, I swallowed my own breath. The nerves began to take over. After slowly tasting the coffee's flavor,
すごいね。驚いた。
Does it still suck? He answered a bare minimum and he took the cup away from his mouth. How am I supposed to interpret that?
食いつきがすごいな。もちろん、美味しいって意味でだよ。
Mizir answered me, laughing as I postured my body forward, interrogating him.
いや、本当に美味しいよ。苦味も想像した通りの強さになってる。これならイグニスたちも前向きな評価をくれるんじゃない？
With that, Mizir brings the cup to his mouth one more time. I put my hand to my chest in relief. Mizir's face as he drank this cup was much more relaxed than the one he wore during the practice earlier. I really improved. Of course, I still have much more to train myself with and learn. But now I'll let myself enjoy the fact that Mizir is happily drinking my coffee that I made. After finishing the second cup, Mizir lets out a satisfied sigh.
上手にできてるよ。君はしっかり教われば成長が早いタイプなのかも。
Well, no, that is not. You stop that right now. Don't you try that again. You should not make the Y button the skip button. That just feels incredibly bad. That is a bad idea all around. It was excellent simply because I had a good teacher. Of course, that teacher was Mizir. I tried to learn how to brew coffee on my own, but when it comes to the basics of pouring a cup, I make mistakes and forget things, likely because I begin to feel so panicked. I guess it's important no matter what you're working on to have a little guidance from someone. I should have had you teach me from the very beginning.
それはどうだろう。何事も失敗の積み重ねで上達していくものなんだから。でも先生か。いいね。頼られてるって感じがするし、その響き悪くないかも。
Now I'm embarrassed for calling you that.
美味しいコーヒーをありがとう。お礼に俺からもコーヒーを入れてあげるよ。せっかくだし、サイフォンも使ってみせようか。
Huh? Really? Okay, that sounds good to me. There we go. I had to move my mic. I nod to his wonderful suggestion and sit switching places with Mizir. Mizir, now behind the counter, looks over to the coffee beans we bought and scrutinizes them.
さて、今回は他ならぬ君がお客さんなわけだし、ちょっとずるいけど、張り切って入れちゃおうかな。
Huh? With a snap of his finger. If you ever visit me, I'll make you some different kind of singing you like. I promise someone I try to go to Texas next year, so we'll see. Because somebody else wants me to go to Canada, so it's like one of those. Nope, don't do that. That's not do that. The coffee beans begin to float and dance in midair. Each bean was breaking apart on its own, beginning to release a deep aroma. The cups that were put away and jars full of sugar cubes began to dance in the air. What? Fuck you, magic? Fuck you, magic.
よいしょっと。これやるの久しぶりだからな。うっかり落とさないようにしないと。
Absolutely have fun now. Mizir flicks and points his finger in all sorts of directions. As if performing a scrutinized dance, the water, now hot, began somehow emerging from the carafe and pours itself into a flask attached to the siphon.
ああ、聞き忘れてた。ブレンドコーヒーなら君はどんな味が好み？
Oh, I don't have any preferences in particular, just something that isn't too acidic.
OK。それじゃあコロンビアを多めにしておこうか。
Coffee can be acidic. Responding to my requests, some freshly ground coffee grinds separate themselves and are lowered into measuring bowls on their own. While that was happening, various other tasks necessary for pouring a cup of coffee were conducted around him in midair.
はい、お待たせしました。君専用の魔王様スペシャルブレンドです。暑いから気をつけてね。
As I sat there astonished, Mizir's face closed in on mine. Coming back to my senses, my hands held a cup that had appeared and was filled with a captivating, simmering black coffee.
あれ、もしかして好みの香りじゃなかった？
No, I was just surprised. I didn't know you could use your powers on something like making coffee. With my surprise, I failed to watch any of the steps, like how to use the siphon.
何回も言ってるでしょ。何でもありのチート魔王だって。とはいえコーヒーに関しては結構こだわりがあるし、これだけはそれなりに練習したけどね。
Wow, so there are even things that even you have to practice?
まあね。俺ってばチートはチートだけど別に全知全能じゃないからさ。結局はできることしかできないし、知らないことは知らないわけさ。コーヒーの入れ方だってソーアンから教えてもらっただけだし、こんな器具やら何やら知りもしなかったし。それにほら、俺って大雑把だから、こういう細かい動き実は苦手でさ。高級なカップを派手に割ってソーアンに雷を落とされたことも一度や二度じゃないよ。
Knowing Grandpa, he would have given you a few lectures in a row and not think twice about it. In fact, was there really anyone, human or non-human, who could go toe-to-toe with a man who lived like him?
けど、その経験があるからこそ、君に入れる機会が訪れたわけだし、叱られながら練習した甲斐もあったよ。
I'm glad then.
コーヒーってさ、自分で入れて飲むのもいいんだけど、誰かに入れてもらった方が美味しいんだよね。その気持ちを君に送ることができてよかったよ。
Oh.
そうだ、いいか？覚えとけ。コーヒーは自分で飲むのもいいが、自分で入れるより誰かに入れてもらう方がうまいんだよ。
Grandpa used to say the same thing. I taste the coffee Mizir poured for me. I took a bigger sip. There was a gentle bitter flavor that spread as I tasted the coffee, and after its warmth embraced me, I finished my cup. Yeah, I think I get it. The coffee you made me is really good.
そっか。お気に召していただき何より。
Slowly continuing to drink the coffee that was poured for me, I look over at Mizir, who continued to use his magic and began to clean up. Hey, ever since we met for the first time, you've been so nice to me. Why is that? There he is. There you go, Kim. There's your angel. Wait. Did I meet you at some point in the past, Mizir?
ほんの短い時間だったからね。覚えてないのも無理はないよ。
It's because we met before when I was little, isn't it?
そうだな。自分でもよく分かってないけど、多分そうなのかな。いわば親愛の情ってやつ？ 君が困っていたら助けてあげたい。悲しそうなら笑顔にしてあげたい。脅威があれば守ってあげたい。そうだな。俺はあの頃からずっとそう思い続けてるよ。
It's unfortunate I don't remember. I'm certain I would have spent a lot of time with you if you'd been around.
いいんだよ。俺にはこれでも十分すぎるくらいだ。ああ、でもそっか。いざ振り返ってみると俺たち感動の再会の割にはろくな挨拶してないね。いっそここで仕切り直そうか。
With that, Mizir exits the counter, narrowing the gap between us, and speaks.
ここは幻想の狭間。古き絆と新たな出会いが交錯する場所。はじめまして、素敵なお嬢さん。あなたにお会いできて嬉しいです。
That was Enchante, the namesake of the Café, a word expressing the joy of meeting someone. I could feel the way he did in my heart. My response was simple but true. Yes, me too. All right, so now we're going to be moving on to chapter. Don't you start that again. Stop trying to auto start or skip. So that's where we're going to save it for today. That was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys tune in the next time we play. Bye, everybody.